Hey guys, Dr. Nixon here. Welcome to the Holistic Health Webinar. This is one of my favorite ones that we get to do during the year. We're going to cover a lot of topics, some topics that I don't often get to teach about, but I'm very passionate about and excited about. So we're going to walk through that. If you have any questions along the way, put them in the comments. I'll get to them. We'll reply to them the best we can. If you know anybody who's been struggling with their health, with different issues, share this with them, hit the like button. We want to get this to as many people as we possibly can just to really help support them in a holistic way. Everything that I'm going to talk about today is all about health and taking care of your health. It comes from a holistic standpoint. It comes from the idea that our bodies are good. It comes from the idea that God created our bodies well, that we're actually created to heal, that there's things that we can do to nourish our bodies, to actually take care of our bodies. So instead of just simply treating a symptom, what if we talked about getting down to the root cause of health problems? We can actually see people get better. So today we're going to cover things like anxiety, allergies, seasonal allergies, brain health, things like Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, brain fog. We're going to talk about healthy skin, healthy hair, hair loss, weight loss, how to increase energy and overcome fatigue and brain fog. So we have a lot to cover today. It's going to be really good. It's being recorded. You can go back and watch it later. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and we'll get to them. So let's jump into it. Remember, the body's good. It wants to work. It wants to heal. It is our responsibility to take care of it. And it's one of the reasons why my wife and I started this practice called Twin City Health, is really so people can experience hope, health, and wholeness when it comes to their body. And it comes from let me go back here. It comes from just action steps in the right direction, baby steps in the right direction. So first, we're going to cover brain health. Brain health is so important. So if you've ever known anybody who's ever struggled with things like Alzheimer's or dementia or brain fog, even, we know that it can be absolutely detrimental to their life when they get a diagnosis like Alzheimer's or dementia. It's so hard to overcome something like that, or if you have a family member or a loved one going through that. But the reality is, brain health starts today. It doesn't start when we're 85 and 95 years old. Taking care of your brain is actually a daily process, and things that we can do every single day to actually take care of it. So we're going to start here. One of the things very few people know is that the gut is actually one of the big things that is connected to the brain in regards to its health. It is so important to take care of what we call the gut-brain connection. So the gut-brain connection is this. We all have felt it at some point in our life. When you think of things like anxiety or nervousness, or when we say things like, I have butterflies in my stomach, that is the gut-brain connection. So the health of your gut is reflected in the health of your brain. So if you want to take care of your brain and you want to have a healthy brain for a long time, it is very important to take care of your digestive system. So if you're dealing with symptoms like this, if you struggle with any of these right here, unusual digestive stool issues, things like excess gas or bloating, or food intolerances, if you eat normal meal and you get bloated, these are all signs of digestive issues, obviously, but we know that there's ramifications for the brain as well. So we call this thing the microbiome. The microbiome is made up of millions and billions of these little bacteria that we call probiotics. You have more bacteria in your body than you do have cells of your body. I know that's crazy to think about, but you have more bacteria in your gut than you do cells of your body. So it's very important to take care of them. We call this the microbiome. So these little bacteria, they live in this kind of ecosystem with synergistic effects. They create a lot of good nutrients for your body, and you want to support them. So one of the first things, if you want to take care of your brain, one of the first things I would encourage you to do is to get probiotic-rich foods into your body. So what are the probiotic-rich foods? Here they are right here. Things like kefir. We call kefir the champagne of dairy. You can get this in cow milk or goat milk, which is my preference. Things like yogurt. You want to get yogurt that does not have a lot of sugar. Sugar is inflammatory to your brain. Right? Think about kids. When we load up kids with sugar, they're bouncing off the wall. They feel it. They absolutely feel it in their brain. So you want to get yogurt without a lot of sugar. Things like kimchi is another great example. This is a fermented cabbage. The fermentation creates probiotics. Same thing with sauerkraut, pickles. There's fermented pickles called Bubby's pickles. If you have a favorite place or a favorite food that you get probiotics from, do me a favor, put it in the comments right here. Let's help some people out. A lot of these things maybe you've never tried in your entire life, and you would think to yourself, man, sauerkraut and kimchi sounds just horrible. It's rotting cabbage. I don't want to drink that or eat that. And I've been there, but the reality is there's so many health benefits from it, and really your taste buds can change. So if you have a favorite probiotic food that you consume, put it in the comments. Let's help some people out. Here's some more things like miso and tempeh. Those are soy based products, but what happens is when you ferment soy, it actually gets rid of the phytoestrogens in them and can actually be a superfood or a health food. The problem is conventional soy is not a superfood. So if you're gonna do soy, do miso, do tempeh. Another one is called natto. They are fermented versions of soy. And the last one on there in the top right-hand corner is kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented tea that has probiotics in it. And again, why are we eating probiotics? Because we want to take care of our brain. It's the gut-brain connection. The healthier your digestive system is, the research would show the healthier your brain will stay. So get probiotic foods into your body. Here's a couple quick things that will help your digestive system. Limiting liquids 20 minutes before you eat. All right, limit liquids 20 minutes before you eat, as well as preparing to consume your food with either relaxation or meditation. Those are ways to get the gastric juices flowing in your body. Another thing you can do is enzymes. Right before you consume food, taking a digestive enzyme, things like amylase, lipase, these are things that will break down food. So if you struggle with acid reflux or bloating or indigestion from food, I would highly recommend getting an enzyme pill. Take that right before you eat, and you'll see the benefits of your body digesting. The reality is after about the age, they say 35 to 40, we have less enzymes in our digestive system. So for a lot of us who are over that age bracket, taking an enzyme with our food can be very beneficial to help us digest it. So another thing, while you're eating, focus on your food. Chewing. I know this sounds so simple, but you should try it next time. I challenge you, next time you try to eat something, 20 chews. Take a bite, whatever it is, 20 chews. This is the chewing part of digestion is to break it apart in your mouth and to let the enzymes and the saliva and the probiotics from your mouth actually start the digestion process. Try it. I know that sounds so silly, but next time you bite something, or maybe you're eating right now, chew it 20 times. It might be a little bit of a challenge. If you get jaw pain, then do less. Here's the next thing. We're talking about brain health. Inflammation. Inflammation is at the root cause of so many health issues, including depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, dementia, and brain fog. There's a lot of good research on it. And so one of the things we want to do is create an anti-inflammatory effect on your brain. If we can do more anti-inflammatory things, we can actually help the brain reverse things like brain fog. These two books right here are absolutely phenomenal. If you know someone in your family who's going through Alzheimer's or dementia, or if you're concerned about maybe for yourself, maybe dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia, I'd highly recommend picking up that first book right there, The End of Alzheimer's. It is a great read. He actually goes through a protocol that he's used with his patients. It's written by a medical doctor, Dr. Bredson. Really, really good book. And it talks about preventing and reversing cognitive decline. But some of the first things he talks about is what I just said. Take care of your microbiome. Get probiotics into your body. This next one right here, also written by a medical doctor, Dr. David Perlmutter, is called Grain Brain. It's really simple. It says, don't eat bread. It says, don't eat bread. Why? Because bread is inflammatory. Bread turns into sugar in your body. It creates an inflammatory effect. And so again, what I just said is we want anti-inflammatory properties for our brain. So what can we do to add in? These are the keys to start adding into your life to take care of your brain. Number one, ginger. Ginger is an anti-inflammatory root. Turmeric, same thing. The active ingredient in turmeric is called curcumin. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a phenomenal resource for your brain. It's made of medium chain triglycerides. It gives you, it's like, think about coconut oil like fuel for your brain. If you want to increase energy even, consuming coconut oil can help you. The other one right there is liver. Liver is one of the first foods that we ever gave our son. Lincoln's almost 4 now. And liver was one of the first things we gave him. It's loaded with nutrients, loaded with red blood cells. It helps increase red blood cell and oxygen capacity, as well as being really good for the brain. Here's some things that you want to take. Here's some things you want to take. Green tea. Green tea has a compound in it that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. It can shuttle nutrients into your brain. So getting green tea in your body is really, really important. Vitamin D. Vitamin D helps create a BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. Vitamin D helps this process. So what you want to do is naturally you'd get it from the sunshine. If you're not in the sun, like most of us are not, every single day of the week, 15, 20 minutes, full sun exposure. I don't live at the beach anymore. Sometimes I want to, but a lot of times I don't want to. But you want to consume it as a supplement form. Vitamin D3, if you go to our website, and we can post the link in the comments, but it's twincityhealth.com. You can find the resources. The vitamin D3 that I take is 5,000 units a day. Is what I consume. It is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it absorbs better with fat. So if you eat it with food, something that has some healthy fats in it, it will absorb better. And the other thing, the next two things, ginkgo biloba. This one is researched a lot more nowadays than ever before for cognitive health and brain health. And then the other one, probiotics. I'll show you the ones that I use and I have used over the years. You want to get those things into your body. The next thing, taking care of your nervous system. Obviously, the nervous system is so important, but for the brain, remember I said that gut-brain connection? There's a name for the nerve. It is the vagus nerve, V-A-G-U-S, not Las Vegas, Vegas, V-A-G-U-S. It's cranial nerve number 10. Number 10 goes from your brain to your gut. We call your gut your second brain. This is what helps process emotions. It is your fight or flight mode, and it's also your rest and digest mode. The more you can get your nervous system into a parasympathetic state, the healthier and more stable your brain can stay. How do we do that? Taking care of your nervous system. This x-ray right here shows us what we're looking for. Your brain, your brain's incredible. It sends messages at 200 miles per hour through your nervous system. So get under the care of a holistic chiropractor. If you have any concerns for brain health, under the care of a holistic chiropractor can really help make sure that your vagus nerve is working at an optimal level. This is one of the things we do for our patients, for all of our patients, taking care of the vagus nerve. There's other ways to stimulate the vagus nerve. Some of these are funny, but singing, humming, chanting, gargling is another one. People who sing in the shower. You didn't know this, but you're actually stimulating your vagus nerve in a good way. So stimulating the vagus nerve actually creates a parasympathetic tone. One of the things we're seeing in the Alzheimer's and dementia research world, some of the new studies and new things that are coming out are vagal nerve stimulators. There's one that goes on your tongue and it vibrates, but it's trying to stimulate your nerve. And they're giving this to Alzheimer's and dementia patients, and they're seeing really positive change. What if we did this stuff before we got Alzheimer's? What if we did this stuff before we got dementia? What if we were preventative in nature? So next time you're in the shower, think about me. Don't think about me, but think about singing. and you're doing a good thing for yourself. So stimulate the vagus nerve. Here's another one. This supplement right here, again, if you're someone who might be concerned about brain health and you've had a family member, or maybe you're having early signs of just brain fog, or you walk into the kitchen and you forget why you're there sometimes, and you're like, man, I just want a little extra boost for my brain. This right here, brain health supplement, has ginkgo biloba in it. Ginkgo, and this is really cool, International Journal of Phytotherapy. It said currently the most investigated and adopted herbal remedy for cognitive disorders in Alzheimer's disease. What it's talking about is ginkgo biloba. So getting that stuff into your body is really, really helpful for the brain tissue and supporting that. Here's the next thing. I want you guys to write this down, all right? I want you to write this down. If you've never been to any of my seminars before, or if this is the first time you've ever seen me, this might be one of the big takeaways for you. If you're under the care of a traditional primary doctor, which is wonderful and great, I would encourage you to be an advocate for your own health. What does that mean? It means asking questions. It means being on the preventative side of things. A lot of times, once we have a health issue or something bad has happened, or a diagnosis of something bad, the medical system can kind of put us through, the steps that we need to take. But what about on the preventative side? What if there's something that you could do today, that you could ask your doctor today, that would give you an insight into where your health is going? Would you want that? The answer is yes. And we can find that in the form of blood tests. Write these 5 down. Next time you go to your primary doctor, ask him or her to check it. Some primary doctors are actually already doing this. I would say that those primary doctors are awesome. They're learning, they're continuing their education, because some of this stuff you wouldn't get in just a traditional school setting. But if you do some more reading, some more research, you would find, hey, this can be really, really helpful. So here we go. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3. Yeah. Yes, to singing in the shower. Amen. What song do you sing in the shower? That's the real question. What song do you sing in the shower? All right, sorry. Vitamin D3, get that checked. Ask for that. Fasting blood sugar. This is a really simple test. Vitamin B12. B12 is good for your brain. B as in boy is good for your brain. There's actually a test that you can find out if you don't have enough. If you are vegetarian or vegan, I would highly recommend that you get this number tested right away. The next one, a thyroid function test. So this test is for TSH, T4, and T3. It'll actually tell you how your thyroid is functioning and what capacity it's functioning at. Your thyroid is energy hormones and weight loss hormones. If you struggle with either of those, energy or weight loss, ask your doctor for a thyroid panel. The next one is high sensitivity CRP. High sensitivity CRP. CRP stands for C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein. Hey, Hattie, thanks for joining us. I love you too. C-reactive protein is an inflammatory marker. It's traditionally used for the cardiovascular system, but it will tell you how inflamed or not inflamed your body is. So listen, if you've ever, patients come to me all the time, they're like, I feel so inflamed. I feel like my joints are achy and I have pain and I feel so inflamed. Well, hey, there's actually a way to quantify it in a blood test. Go get your CRP tested. You want to see that number close to zero. Close to zero. Mine registers at a 0.3 or 0.4 the last time I did it. That's what my number is. If your number is double digits, you're in trouble. You would want to see your number as low as possible. But then here's the good news. Let's just say your CRP is high. You're really inflamed. You have a lot of joint pain. Now you understand why. So then what do we do? Well, this is where I coach patients through what to do. At the end, we're going to post a link. We can post it now, a link to what we call a discovery call. You can live anywhere in the world, and I'll hop on the phone with you just for 15 minutes and just kind of dialogue through maybe some of the next steps you might be able to take. If I'm not your doctor, I'm not going to give you necessarily medical advice. but I might navigate through, hey, here's what you could try, or here's what you should ask your doctor about. But if you had high CRP levels, it's really simple. Cut out bread, cut out sugar, change up the nutrition, added high doses of curcumin, and then get down to the root cause of where the inflammation's coming from. There's always things you can do to better your health. So your next step right here, 5 lab tests that maybe your doctor is or isn't ordering, get them done. And if you get them done, and you're my patient, obviously I've probably told you this already, but get them done and then bring them to me and I'll walk through the results with you. All right, we're switching gears. We're talking energy. Who wants more energy? Say, I do. I do. All right, here's how we do it. Here's how we do it. B12 is one of the easiest first steps you can do to help energy. Here's why. You need B12 to make red blood cells and to regenerate your nerves. B as in boy is good for your brain. You want to get a methylated B vitamin. Methylated B vitamin is easier to absorb. If you're someone who in the past has ever struggled with B vitamins or B12 and you've had to do shots, you had to do sublingual because they don't absorb well and you have a weird reaction to them, one of the things I'd highly encourage you to look for is a methylated B vitamin. The one I carry on my website is a methylated B vitamin, but it'll say methylcobalamin. This is pre-broken down and more absorbable for your body and more utilized by your body. The other thing you can do is get a delayed release B12. B12 is water soluble, so it will pass through your system. It will make your urine yellow. It doesn't mean you're peeing it out. It doesn't mean you're just peeing it all out. Another way to increase energy is figure out your morning routine, your morning rituals, your morning routine, not just to establish a habit, but to actually, it's a really easy and wonderful time to add in healthy things for your life. So this is my morning routine. I wake up and one of the first things I do is I move. Moving is so important. Sorry, I'm drinking my green juice. Moving is so important. Get up, stretch, move, whether it's yoga. For my patients, you have a wobble cushion, getting on that, doing some of your exercises front to back, side to side. You've been laying down for 6, 7, 8 hours. Get your joints moving. The next thing is lemon water. I do lemon water before coffee. That makes my wife sick to her stomach. She likes lemon water after coffee. She says it makes the taste different. But lemon water is loaded with vitamin C. Vitamin C is good for your immune system, and it will help your body produce malic acid, which will jumpstart your digestive system. So again, if you're trying to increase energy, vitamin C can help you there. Coffee. I love coffee. Who loves coffee? I do. I love coffee. It is good. What I don't love in coffee is sugar. Excess sugar, a lot of sugar is bad. Coffee has a lot of antioxidants. Caffeine can be helpful for your heart and your cardiovascular system. Caffeine can be good for your brain. Excess caffeine is not good, but in moderation can be good. What's bad for your brain is sugar. What's bad for your heart is sugar. What's bad for your body, it will deplete your energy is good answer. All right, so get your coffee in, no sugar. One of the things I do in the shower is I prep my cardiovascular system. I use things like peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, Olbas oil. You've probably never heard of Olbas oil. I'll post a link here in the comments. Olbas oil is really, really cool. It's a special blend of essential oils that will help your breathing and your breath capacity. It'll open up your sinuses. So I put a little bit in the shower. I do some breathing techniques as well to help prime my system. Metabolic burn is another one. Again, if you're trying to increase energy and increase your metabolism, metabolic burn, this supplement right here, is just that. I would recommend going through one bottle of it. Don't do this long term, but if you're saying to yourself, I want to jumpstart my metabolism, I want to increase energy, metabolic burn will do that and help you do that. So cool. Get your morning routine. Some people love their morning routine. If you have something that you do every morning, maybe it's a gratitude practice, or it's a journaling, or if you have a book or something that you do that's really been helpful for you, share it with us. Just post it in the comments. We love our community. We love sharing resources. It doesn't mean everyone has to do what the other person is doing, right? Not everyone has to do what I'm doing. These are things that have worked for me. So if you have something that you like, share it, put it in the comments. And again, singing in the shower is something you can add to your morning routine. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Bulletproof coffee. This is another thing. I actually don't do this as much as I used to, but it was helpful during a season when I did it. So bulletproof coffee is an easy way to get healthy fats into your body. So the recipe is just you do your coffee, you add in coconut oil, you can add in grass-fed butter or ghee. What you're trying to do is get healthy fats to your brain, blend it up for 20, 30 seconds, and boom, you have bulletproof coffee. Here's a good question. Best time to take Metabolics Burn. I like to take mine at the same time. The bottle's written out where you can take it, kind of breakfast, lunch, dinner, spread it out throughout the day. I like taking all mine at the same time. So if you can tolerate it, do that. And I take mine in the morning. Again, for me, the reason why is I'm just trying to jumpstart my metabolism, jumpstart my brain first thing in the morning. Man, this is awesome right here. The future self. So I actually have heard about this. I haven't dug into it personally myself. I will though. Blake, thanks so much, man, for sharing that. It's really cool. Again, we're just trying to resource people. There's a lot of things that work for people, and maybe not everything is going to be right for you, but something to anchor yourself to in the morning, some sort of rhythm, some sort of routine will help create the reward that you're looking for, which is giving the world your most and best authentic self, the best version of you, the one with the most amount of energy that you can just pour out into your family, into your kids, into the world. That's what we're trying to create here. We're not just trying to create a bunch of healthy, skinny people for the sake of healthy, skinny. We want wholeness. We want mind, body, and spirit wholeness, giving your best authentic self to your family, your wife, your husband, your kids, the world. That's who we need. We need people who love people, not perfect people. We're not perfect people. We're not perfect people. We are people who are going to take care of ourselves, and we're going to be mindful of what we put into our bodies, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. All right, here's the next thing. Smoothies. Really simple. You want something to add in to your body that's good for you in the morning time, start adding in smoothies. Start adding in smoothies, almond butter, almond milk, spinach, raw spinach. You can't taste it. A little bit of banana, a little bit of berries, some protein. This one right here, that's what I have right now at my house. I'm doing the chocolate currently, and it's a bone broth protein. Has collagen peptides in it. Comes from grass-fed cows. It's good for your joints, good for your skin, and good for your metabolism as well. Another thing, and this is the winter, I would do a lot of bone broth in the morning time in the winter. Very nourishing, again, for your body. So if you have anything else, morning routine, throw it in the comments. Let's share it. Cool. All right, let's switch gears again. Boom, boom. We're talking holistic hair, holistic hair and skin. Everyone all the time, they're like, Dr. Nixon, your skin. No one ever says that. But I will walk through some holistic steps for hair and skin and give you some resources that I've learned along the way that are really helpful. So top four right here. Dry brushing. I've been doing this for several years. Personally, it's really helpful for your lymphatic system, but it's also really good for your skin. So it's really simple. I mean, $5 or $6, you can get a dry brush off Amazon. And for me, what I do is I will brush towards my heart. I'm doing my lymphatic system, but it's also very stimulating for the skin. It helps to slough off dead skin cells. And so my routine is in the morning, I'll warm up my shower. It takes a minute to get going. I grab my dry brush. I do my routine, arms, chest, back, legs, across my neck. There's a lymphatic chain right through here. I'll brush here, brush here. And by the time I'm done, shower's ready. But getting dry brushing in is really, really helpful. Meditate after moving a coffee. Yes, I love this. Meditation. So I'm going to share this in a little bit on the anxiety section, but there's different meditation apps. There's a lot of stuff on Spotify. It doesn't have to be weird and woo-woo. Like, it can be very calming and relaxing and powerful and connecting to connect with yourself instead of just going to your phone first thing in the morning and seeing what everyone else is doing and just consuming everyone else's junk. What if you just checked in with yourself? What if you checked in with your space emotionally and mentally and asked, what is my purpose today? I'm grateful for breath in my lungs today. I'm grateful for waking up. What is my purpose today? Starting with gratitude. I love that. Meditation practices are so cool. All right, back to skin. Unsaturated fats, getting rid of canola oil, all the ones on the bottom, cottonseed, margarine. What is margarine? Margarine is like plastic, so don't eat that. Vegetable oils, sunflower, soybean, canola. I'm not sure if I said that. These are very rancid acids, rancid oils, highly processed oils that are inflammatory to your skin. One of the things you want to do is you want to eat antioxidants. Berries are loaded with antioxidants. Blueberries and blackberries, they're great resources. Things like pomegranates and dark cherries are loaded with antioxidants, and you want to build up on collagen. Collagen levels are really important, and I'll show you a resource on that. But when we think collagen, it's everything that holds your hair is skin and nails and joints together, as well as these 3 amino acids: proline, glycine, glutamine. Proline, glycine, glutamine. These are all amino acids that are really helpful for hair and your skin and your joints. They help tight junctions. They hold things together. So when you got some wrinkles, you're losing some of your tight junctions. You want those things to be tight, but you don't want to put a bunch of Botox in there. So what you want to do is holistically and naturally is get collagen and things that activate collagen into your body. So how do I get natural collagen into my body? Well, I told you earlier, bone broth is one of the ways that you can do it. Another way to do it is to just consume collagen. So again, it helps with your hair and your skin, your joints and your leaky gut. It's good for your metabolism and your teeth and your nails. And it helps reduce things like cellulite and stretch marks. And so it's really simple to consume in a smoothie. You can add a collagen powder directly in to your smoothie. You can also apply this stuff topically as well. Here's a couple things right here, 6 things that you can do for glowing skin. Hey, real quick, the collagen powders, I was talking about that. Let me go back. I want to give you guys a couple resources on that. There's one on my website that you can do. The other one that I've done before is called Vital Proteins. VITAL, Vital Proteins is also a good collagen peptide. The key with collagen is you want to make sure it's from grass-fed beef. It is really important. You want to make sure the source of your collagen is clean. So Vital Proteins is what I use. Designs for Health makes a good one. The one on my website is also a good one. It's just unflavored. There's different flavors, so figure out what you like or don't like by adding collagen. So there's a thing that activates collagen, and this is where a lot of people run into problems. Vitamin C. If you do not have enough vitamin C in your body, no matter how much collagen you consume, it will not actually synthesize or actually connect. Smokers, if you are a smoker, what happens is you deplete your body. Nicotine actually depletes the body of vitamin C. Smoking depletes the body of vitamin C. This is why smokers have such bad skin. It destroys the collagen. It doesn't let you have enough vitamin C, so the bonds get broken, and you'll see people who have just smoked for years and years and years, their skin is awful. It's thin, it's wrinkly, it's bad. Don't be a smoker and don't have bad skin, but it's not just for vanity. There's other reasons why. Your skin is actually connected to your immune system, which is very, very important. It's actually a barrier for your body to prevent it from infection. So it's not just about vanity and looking pretty, although that's nice. And if you do want to look pretty, do these 6 things. 1, drink water. A lot of water, half your body weight in water. Number 2, coconut oil is a great makeup remover and a moisturizer. Step 3, avoid toxic ingredients. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Vitamin C. How do I get vitamin C? Things like guava, peppers, kiwi, strawberries, broccoli. These things are loaded with vitamin C. Number 5, avoid processed foods and sugars. And the last one, it's important to exfoliate. So this is actually, this one on the right here from A Cure. My wife says I say it funny. A Cure, I don't know. But this is the one that's in my shower currently, and it's an exfoliator. And so I'll do this thing in the morning to help get blackheads out, help get dead skin out. The two on the left side are from a company called Beauty Counter. If you're into the beauty product world at all, you may have heard of this company. They are very clean. They are making it their job and their business to call out the big companies that are putting garbage into their products. When I say garbage, I don't mean garbage. I mean actually poison, toxins. A lot of companies put things like PEGs and sodium lauryl sulfate. These things are known carcinogens. They can have hormonal effects. They can actually throw off cycles. Things like aluminum in your deodorant are actually linked to things like breast cancer. So women are putting it on right here, goes right into their lymphatic system, into their breast tissue, and it makes excess estrogen, which makes breast cancer. Hello. And so this company is calling out people, and they're trying to make a change, and they're making good products. And so I love that. And so these two products right here, the one on the far left, you use at nighttime. You put it on right there and you leave it on. And then the yellow one in the middle is vitamin C. Again, what I say about vitamin C? Helps collagen peptides bind. So if you need a beauty routine, don't ask me. If you need a beauty routine, go on Beauty Counter's website. They're a great resource. They have people even locally who have done it themselves, who are trained to help people do that sort of stuff. So, but I just want to give you guys some of the first steps to do it. Here's another one, deodorant. Here's one easy change you can make if you are considering making some changes with your beauty products. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to start with the worst one on the right. There's the worst ones. Dove right here, Secret deodorant. Why are they the worst? Why are they the worst? Because they have things like aluminum in them. Yeah, beauty. I actually use a couple of their products from Beauty Counter. They even have some stuff specifically for men. So I know Father's Day is over, but retroactive Father's Day present. Put this on your face, and here's some good deodorant. But you don't want deodorant with aluminum in it. It clogs your pores, and like I said earlier, it's linked to being a phytoestrogen. Better version will be something like Native. The best version right here is the one I actually use, which is from a company called Primally Pure. Really, really good resource there. There's a question that popped up. I actually don't know. Let me circle back to that one for you. I will look it up. I use EWG, just so you know. There's a really good, couple good resources. EWG is pretty good. Another one is Think Dirty. I know it sounds weird. Think Dirty, Get Clean is another resource about good resources. What's in it, what's not in it, what's put on your body, what's not put on your body. So good. All right, next thing here, connection between your gut and your skin. I wanted to put this in here because I think it's really helpful for people who are actually dealing with skin problems. So this isn't just like, hey, I want my skin to be pretty. This is like, hey, I have stuff. I have acne, eczema, boils, rashes. What can I do to help that? So just really good two-step process that I put in here. One is clean up your microbiome. We talked about that earlier. And number two is help your skin biome. This is the one very few people know about. So we talked about your microbiome. How do we clean that up? Well, it's really simple. Get good bacteria into your body, right? So let's go through this. Step one, you're cutting out the inflammatory foods. Again, this is for someone who's been dealing with eczema, acne, skin rashes, boils. You have something going on in your skin and you're looking for help. Get rid of the bad processed foods. Hopefully you've done that. And then you add in the collagen, add in the biotin, bone broth. You're doing healthy fats. Get on a good skincare line. Switch out your bad stuff for good stuff. That supplement in the middle is called Hair, Skin, Nails. That's going to give you the biotin. It's going to give you the amino acids, the glycine, the things that we talked about earlier. Having some sort of nighttime routine for your skin is going to be helpful as well. All right, so now you got all that stuff in. Now take care of your skin biome. So this is adding in probiotics. is adding in probiotics. You have bacteria that live on your skin. You have bacteria that live in your gut. Both of those are connected to your immune system. So this one on the left is Mary Ruth's. It's a really clean, really clean probiotic. There's no flavor to it. The one in the middle is called Belly Men from a company called BioRay. I'll switch between these throughout the year. There's another one I'll add in called Cytoflora that I'll use throughout the year. And then the last one on the right side, Mother Dirt. Mother Dirt. This is actually a skin spray. It's bacteria that you spray on your skin to help balance the pH of your skin as well. So step one, help your microbiome get rid of bad stuff, adding good stuff. Step two, really help your biome by adding in probiotics. Remember, your skin is your largest organ. The pH of it is actually around a 5, 5.5. It's actually pretty acidic. And so you want to protect it from inflammation. You want to protect it from infection. So using probiotics is really helpful. The other thing you want to stay away from is really harsh soaps, washing off all that stuff. So listen, if you're looking for more help, if you want an expert in this field that knows what they're talking about and can really know how to equip you and help you, these two ladies right here are incredible. They're incredible people, first of all, which matters a ton. And they're good at their craft. They're both on the holistic side of skincare. They're both local here in Winston-Salem. So Janine right there on the left, she is the owner of Rave Beauty. They're at Camel City Wellness. And then Christine right there on the right, A New Aesthetics. They're over by Mazelle's. Check those ladies out. Follow them on Instagram. They do facials, they do skin extractions, they do a lot of holistic, healthy alternatives. When my wife was pregnant, she was able to get a safe and healthy facial done with all completely organic, food-based products from Janine, and that was just, wonderful. So I trust these guys with my health and my family's health. So if you have some skin issues or you're looking to get some skin work done, talk to them, check out their website, follow them on the Instagram. You'll be happy that you did. Cool. We're switching gears again. We're going to allergies. Allergies, specifically seasonal. Seasonal allergies. So fall time will be coming up again, and you're wondering, what can I do sooner than later to prepare for that? So if your fall allergies start in September, I would encourage you that the month before, which would be like August, I would encourage you to start doing some things in August to help prepare your body. What do you want to do? Start consuming bee pollen or local raw honey, just a little bit. Do it on a daily basis. What you're going to do is you're going to start to teach your body that, hey, we don't have to attack every plant and every piece of pollen that we see. So if you're creating kind of this natural immune response or natural really antibody response in your system to do that, but you can't do it after you get all swollen. You have to start it earlier. So I would start it, 2 to 3 or 4 weeks beforehand. So doing that. Apple cider vinegar is one of the ones you can add in when you get all puffy and swollen. It helps to reduce or calm the histamine response. And then this product right here, you guys, this was a game changer for my patients in the springtime. This is the first year we used it to this extent. I had tried it out beforehand. I liked what I saw. I liked the ingredients. They are natural antihistamines. I had so many patients saying, listen, this stuff's better than Zyrtec. It's better than my Allegra. It's working better. And it's not a chemical. It's not a toxin. It's not going through my liver. It doesn't have to go through my kidneys. This stuff is amazing. So Hista Support right there. We'll carry it at the office. You can do 2 times in the morning, 2 times at night is what I typically recommend, but it reduces, and even in some cases, completely was eliminating people's allergy symptoms. So if you're an allergy sufferer, that is a gift right there for you. We'll start carrying it at the office again here in the fall to prepare for fall allergies because they are not fun. Another thing, getting adjusted at C2. C2 controls your eyes, ears, nose, throat. It's a lot of where immune system is controlled through here. Getting that taken care of, getting it adjusted by a holistic chiropractor can help do wonders for allergy symptoms. I mean, I can't even tell you how many stories we've had of people who at one point in their life had to get allergy shots, or they were just hooked on, or they had to take Zyrtec or Allegra every day just to breathe. They start getting adjusted. They start taking care of their nervous system. They start balancing that, and now they no longer have allergies at all. It's wonderful. But just get in the hands of a holistic chiropractor, and you can start asking those questions about how does chiropractic help with allergy issues. And this is it. It's taking care of the nervous system at C2. So good stuff there. Next one, shifting gears again, anxiety and calm. How do we ease anxiety and how do we find calmness, especially amidst what feels like chaos? So if you are someone who has struggled with anxiety or depression, mood swings, this stuff will be helpful for you. This stuff is not a replacement for your drugs or medications. I'm not your doctor. I'm not telling you to go cold turkey on anything. Medication absolutely has a time and a place, and SSRIs and SNRIs can obviously help so many people create the synapses. But what we're saying here is, hey, are there some holistic things that we might be able to do as well? So talk to your doctor about this if you are on an anxiety medication or depression medication as well. And I can't even tell you the value of therapy, whether it's psychotherapy or counseling. And even personally, I've seen just wonderful benefits from psychotherapy, just working through emotional connections or emotional hurts or the way we're raised and some of the things like that, just deep roots of why we do what we do, why we act the way we act. Some of that stuff can be breakthrough and just so helpful for your physical state. So here we go. Number one, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen herb. It'll help your body adapt to stress. So research shows ashwagandha can help improve focus. It can reduce fatigue and fight anxiety without the different side effects of medications. So ashwagandha, you can find this stuff in a pill. You can find it in a tea. I do not sell it on my website, but I've used it with patients for sure. 5-HTP. Do not take this if you are on an anxiety medication or depression medication. Talk to your doctor first for sure. But 5-HTP comes from tryptophan. Where does tryptophan come from? Thanksgiving. Remember how tired you feel after turkey? So tryptophan is L-tryptophan is an amino acid. 5-HTP comes from that. 5-HTP helps make serotonin. Serotonin is your feel-good neurotransmitter, and in the absence of light, so nighttime, serotonin becomes melatonin, which helps you sleep. So if you struggle with sleep, if you want to get a better night's rest, taking some 5-HTP might be more beneficial even than something like melatonin. Melatonin can become not necessarily addictive, but your body can start to rely on it. Whereas 5-HTP, your body still has to do the work to make the building blocks. So I usually recommend that for sleep instead of melatonin. GABA is another one. Your brain makes this neurotransmitter, and it can help regulate nerve cells. It helps calm anxiety. There's a lot of anti-anxiety medications with Xanax and Valium, or just a couple of them, and they actually work to increase the brain content of GABA. So if we know the way a medication works and it helps, we could ask the question, hey, can I naturally do this a different way? So there's chiropractic adjustments that can help calm the nervous system. Things like GABA is a supplement that you can take to increase the amount of GABA in your brain. Healthy probiotics make B vitamins and make more serotonin. Another way you can help your body as well. And the last one here, one of my favorite ones to calm down a nervous system if you're struggling with stress, is magnesium. Magnesium. So you can take it in a pill form. You can also take it as a gel or a lotion. You can actually put this stuff on your palms or on your feet before you go to bed. And people all the time will come back and say, man, I slept so good. We had a lady recently, she used it for a couple nights in a row. She's like, that's the best sleep I've had in a long time. Magnesium is calming to the body and calming to the nervous system. So good stuff there. Another thing, breathing techniques are ways that you can do it. Here's one that I've been practicing recently. Do not make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. But here's what I've been doing recently at nighttime. My wife is like, what is wrong with you? But I learned about it recently from a podcast with a medical doctor who talks only about stress and anxiety. And this is the one he does at night. It's a inhale, and a loud exhale. All of it goes through the nose. So I'll do it with you. So through the nose, it's inhale, loud exhale. Not too loud, just more of a sigh. So inhale, exhale. What that does, the breathing, the double inhale through the nose triggers something in the brain that helps create a parasympathetic response. And then the exhale of a sigh is actually very parasympathetic in nature to the body. I'll do that in bed a couple times before I go to sleep. So that's why Marissa, laying next to me, is like, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? And I'm like, babe, I'm trying to get into my parasympathetic state. And she's like, you sleep great anyways. You sleep through a crying baby. You don't need that. But anyways, it's good for your body. Box breathing is another one. Box breathing, an example would be of box breathing. You can do this right now, is you would inhale and hold it for 4, and then you would exhale for 4 and hold that for 4. We've done box breathing before, but try the new one, the inhale, loud exhale tonight before you go to bed next to your significant other, and they'll be like, what is wrong with you? But tell them Dr. Nixon did it, and it's good for me. So here's another thing. We talked about this earlier. We talked about meditation. If you want to start a meditation practice, here are some very easy ways to do it. Very, very simple starter steps. Download one of these apps or both. Headspace, they have a free version, and it walks you through like a 5-minute, I think it's a 5-minute meditation. It's a very calming voice that does it. Soul Time is another cool one. This one's from a Christian perspective. They bring a lot of the Bible and the Word and Jesus and God into their meditation practices called Soul Time. They also have a free one as well. And then they also have obviously paid subscriptions. I'm not sponsored by any of these products or any of these things, so I don't get money if you download it. But download it, because the only reason I'm sharing it with you is I've done both of these, and they're both helpful. And so in the morning time, at different seasons of my life, I did this daily. Soul Time I actually did in my car. I did not close my eyes. When she said, close your eyes and relax, I didn't, because I was driving. But I actually still found the benefit from it. Like I said, Soul Time's more of a Christian perspective, and I really enjoyed that one. But meditation practices are very good and calming to the nervous system and calming to the body. So if you've never done it, I encourage you to try it. Give it a shot. Try and be consistent for 5 days. Do it for a week and see if you notice any benefit. From the chiropractic standpoint, C1, numero uno, it is your atlas bone. C1, it is the very top bone in your spine. That is what controls the blood supply to your brain, and it's also where the synapses for your neurotransmitters can take place. When this nervous system is triggered, when it's in fight or flight mode, it can oftentimes manifest as anxiety and depression. I do not treat anxiety. I do not cure depression. I don't treat or cure any of those things. We take care of the nervous system, which means to adjust it. If you're in fight or flight, I want to adjust you until you're in rest and digest. You'll feel less anxious. You'll feel more calm. You'll feel more centered. It does not make your stress go away, but it gives you the capacity to process your emotions. Hallelujah. This is good stuff. It's why people will go to the chiropractor and like, man, my anxiety's gone. I'm no longer depressed. I feel so much better. Not because we're curing those things, but because we're taking care of the nervous system to do it. All right. Last couple pieces here. Summer Slim Down. If you're looking for weight loss this summer, here's a healthy way to do it. Number one, listen to my podcast on sustainable nutrition. It's not mine. It's mine and Marissa's. She's actually the smart one. My wife is incredible. I'll give you a lot of the sciencey stuff and why it's helpful. She gives you the practical, like the, hey, here's how we do it for our family, which is what people need. They don't need me teaching them science. They need, how do I do this in real life? So she gives you that for nutrition in the podcast. So I encourage you to check that out. Step number 2, do a digestive reset. And then once you've done the first 2 steps, then you can do this fat burning protocol. So here it goes. The digestive reset is really pretty straightforward. It's just 2 weeks of a couple supplements, Max GI, which is your enzyme, Belly Men, which is your probiotic, and you want to do a lot of green juices and smoothies during the week. The green juice I often do is this one right here. It's from Trader Joe's. It's a cold pressed juice with a lot of good stuff in it. And so just 2 weeks taking care of your digestive system is the digestive reset, and you'll feel your metabolism change and all that. And then the fat burning protocol. All right. So if you really have done those first two things and you're like, yes, I want to lose, 5-10 pounds this summer, whatever it is, this is thermogenic weight loss. Thermogenesis means to heat up your body. How do we heat up your body? Well, exercise will do it. When you exercise, I want you to take B vitamins, B as in boy. Right? So only before working out. So if you work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to take a B vitamin Monday, Wednesday, Friday before you work out. The B vitamins, things like niacin, will help your body literally annihilate fat cells. It'll create a flush effect, and you will burn fat by taking a B vitamin before you work out. It's called thermogenesis. The other thing you're going to do is take the metabolic burn. We talked about that. You're gonna take that every single day, and you got to be exercising during the 4 weeks. So pick 3, 4, 5 days a week to exercise, and that's your protocol right there. I'm gonna be doing this one. I'm gonna start it in July. Just personally for myself, I'll typically do this once a year, and I usually do it in the summer because I'm trying to get again that thermogenic effect. And summertime's hot, and so it helps me sweat. So there's your fat burning protocol. So I hope this was helpful. I hope man, we covered so much. Geez, you guys, I love y'all. Thanks for sticking with me. Tamara, you're awesome. No judgment. Thank you. Breathing is important. Don't you dare stop breathing. If you have any questions or comments, throw them in there. Throw them in the comment section. If you have more specific questions, whether you're a patient of mine or not, click this link and I'll hop on the phone with you for 15 minutes. If you're my patient, I will coach you through step-by-step what to do. If you are not my patient, I will guide you into maybe here's what might be the next step for you. But if you're my patient, I'd love to resource you. And if you live somewhere else in a different state, that doesn't matter to me. My goal is to resource and help people where I can. If you want help, I want to help you. I want to be available to love and serve and give. Because when someone enters that space of, man, I'm ready to take care of my health, there's nothing better. I love that when someone's like, yes, I'm ready to make a change. That means you got the mindset. Now all you need is the resources. So love you guys so much. Hope this was helpful. Y'all are a blessing. It is my honor and joy to serve you. Keep taking care of your health. I promise you, you're worth it. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. Your kids, your grandkids are worth it. The stuff you do today matters for the rest of your life, but also the generations to come. Love y'all. Bless you guys. I'll see you next time. This was Dr. Nixon with Twin City Health.